The first question that we will have to answer is, what are these individual differences? If you look at a typical classroom, then all the children are different, because if you look at the physical, mental, social, cognitive or emotional development of the children, they will be at different levels, and each child has a different type of motor ability, different level of achievement, interest, aptitude, self-concepts and confidence. Therefore, all children are different. So that is individual differences. That is the difference between the individuals in your classroom. Next, let us look at the types and the reasons for these individual differences. Individual differences can be classified into two basic types: inter-individual or intra-individual. Inter-individual means the difference between two different individuals. Such as, if we compare two children, one child might be good at maths, one child might be good at science. So these are the difference between two different children. Therefore, these are inter-individual. And if we take the same child, the child might be good at singing but might be bad at drawing. Therefore, there are differences within the same child when it comes to different types of abilities or different creativity. Therefore, intra-individual are the differences within the same person. And where can we find these individual differences? We can find them in the mental abilities, in physical abilities, in creativity, emotional development, social development, thinking or learning style. So we can find differences between all these different types of attributes. These can be differences between two children, or these can be differences within the same child. That is, a child might have very good mental abilities, whereas the same child might have very poor physical abilities. So that is intra-individual. And how do we get these individual differences? What are the reasons behind these individual differences? Some of them can be inherited. That is, we get it through nature. And some of them are acquired. That is, through nurture. So nature is nothing but heredity. That is, the differences that we acquire genetically, such as race and the sex of the child. For example, you don't have any control over whether the child is African or Indian or European. Therefore, you don't have any control over the race of a child, and you also don't have any control over the sex of the child. And acquired or nurture are the differences because of environment, such as family, socio-economic status, culture, education, previous knowledge, experience or gender. Now, when it comes to differences because of nurture, there is some degree of control that can be exercised here. For example, if a child is from a very poor socio-economic status, if the child is moved into a different environment and is given better resources or given better facilities, then some of these differences can be addressed. Therefore, inherited or nature-related individual differences, we don't have any control over them. Whereas nurture or acquired differences, there can be some degree of control over them.